Stolen History of Eli Jr., a great bred dog and producer. This is starting from scratch. This is for historical and educational purposes only. The Stolen History of Eli Jr. Eli Jr. was sired by Boudreaux's Eli, bred to Spook. He was a reported two-time winner and litter mate to Wilding's Bully Son and Clemens Brandy. He was owned by Bennett Clayton. He was only bred a few times, with his offspring being of superior quality. And then he was stolen and never recovered. Eli Jr., one of the best of the American Pit Bull Terriers and producers. Like I said, he was stolen from Bennett Clayton. Stay tuned. More to come about Eli Jr. Before Eli Jr. was stolen, Bennett Clayton would breed Clayton's Java to Eli Jr. Clayton's Java was sired by Carver's Pistol, bred to Rorex's Black Lady. Carver's Pistol was out of Ellis's Pistol, bred to Carver's D. Ellison's Pistol was out of Grand Champion Thahan's Rascal and Boudreaux's Gypsy. Carver's D was out of Tudor's Davo, bred to Carver's Black Widow. Rorex's Black Lady was sired by Ed Crenshaw's Reno, bred to Carver's Red Lady. Ed Crenshaw's Reno was sired by Ed Crenshaw's Sat Sat, bred to Ed Crenshaw's Polly. Carver's Red Lady was sired by Tom's Big Black, bred to Carver's Red Girl. Clayton's Java was heavily bred on the Carver's Black Widow and Tudor's Dabo bred lines. And she was an excellent producer. Out of this breeding came Adam and Crutchfield's Grand Champion Art and Champion Hurt, two great American Pit Bull Terriers. Adam and Crutchfield's Grand Champion Art was stolen as well. Stay tuned. More to come about the Eli Jr. Stolen History. Another one of those phenomenal Eli Jr. bred dogs is none other than Kate's Grand Champion Niggerino, who was also stolen. But he was bred a few times before he was stolen. Niggerino is sired by Jackson's Wolfman, bred to Hathaway's Layla. Jackson's Wolfman is sired by Eli Jr., bred to Washburn's Black Velvet. Black Velvet is out of Wilding's Bully Son, bred to Long's Tuffy. What's interesting and what make this breed so great and so desired among fanciers was Long's Tuffy was down from Ed Crenshaw's Reno, along with Clayton's Java. All right. Let's look at Hathaway's Leela. Hathaway's Leela was sired by Adam and Crutchfield's Grand Champion Art, bred to Hodges Geraldine. As you know, Art is out of ELI Jr., bred to Java. And Hodges Geraldine is out of Clayton's ELI Jr., bred to Hodges Brandy. Hodges Brandy was a Hansel bred dog. Grand Champion Niggerino was a great specimen. He produced phenomenally. He carried on the heritage of the ELI Jr. and the Grand Champion Art cross. When they bred Jackson's Wolfman to Hathaway's Leela. Both of these dogs' sires were stolen. And they were great dogs. And when they combined together, they produced Kate's Grand Champion Niggerino. This was the best of the Boudreaux Eli line of dogs. The very best. Grand Champion Niggerino, ELI Jr., and Grand Champion Art, and Champion Hurt. Superior dogs from a superior line of dogs. Stay tuned, starting from scratch. Hit the like, subscribe button. More to come. We out.